This is Craig Haugard with your Financial Issues Ag update for March 5th. Well, corn closed lower as it fell victim to a strong U.S. dollar and abysmal weekly export sales. The weekly export sales were the lowest seen this marketing year, coming in at 4.6 million bushels. The largest buyer was China with the purchase of 41.5 million bushels, but this sale in fact was just a conversion from an unknown destination to China. At the same time, we saw the cancellation of 69.5 million bushels by an unknown destination. In South America, we continue to see Brazil struggle to get the crop planted due to rain delays, while in Argentina, the corn crop is being impacted by dryness. The crop in Argentina was rated as 25% good to excellent this week, and that's down 5 points from last week. A year ago at this time, the crop was rated at 50% good to excellent. Soybeans closed higher over optimism from an announcement that the U.S. crush industry is going to be aggressively expanding their capacity in the future. In the long run, this increased capacity could have the result of shrinking an already tight carryout. On the export front, sales were disappointing at 12.3 million bushels. Mexico and Germany each bought 5.1 million for the week, while China had net cancellations of 2.3 million. South American weather continues to be in the news, with the Buenos Aires Grain Exchange reporting the soybean crop in Argentina is now rated at 10% good to excellent. That's down 5 points from the previous week. A year ago at this time, that crop was rated at 50% good to excellent. Wheat didn't have as big a range yesterday as the other markets, but it did follow nearly the same pattern. We had an early morning price surge, topping out near mid-morning, and then sliding lower into the close. Weekly export sales of 8.1 million bushels were about as expected. It's interesting to look at Europe and realize that since making new contract highs on Monday, Paris wheat futures have declined every day since then. Currently, the path of least resistance worldwide for wheat prices seems to be lower. Cotton futures had a second consecutive poor outing. At the close, the May futures were 131 points lower, settling at 87.14. Livestock futures were all lower as well. At the close, April live cattle were down 85 cents, while April feeder cattle futures were $2.32.5 lower at the closing bell. Lean hog futures were weaker as well, with the April futures finishing 62.5 cents lower for this session. Class 3 milk futures also lost ground on Thursday. At the close, the April futures were 25 points lower, settling at 17.69. Meat cutout values were mixed. Choice box beef was up 85 cents, closing at $233.88. Select boxes were down $2.56 as they settled at $221.68. Pork carcass cutout values were $2.11 higher, ending the session at $93.52 per hundredweight. This has been Craig Haugard with your Financial Issues Ag update. We'll be right back with more financial issues after this.